Hello and welcome to Causeway Life. In this video, I'll be sharing from St. Augustine, Florida, from the formidable Castillo de San Marcos, a 330-year-old Spanish fort right here in America. I'll also share a little footage from the Pirate Museum that's across the street. This will only cover some of the city's ocean-going history. The design of the fort is fascinating. From this view, the castle walls may not seem that tall. There's more earth in this photo than wall. The terrain is purposely sloped upwards. In effect, there's more ground and less wall for the cannonballs to hit. And look at the ends of those walls. An opposing general might decide to fire cannons at those corners, but they're not true corners. Cannonball fire would have to be very accurate for them to not just sail over the fort. And what of the foot soldiers rushing the fort? As soldiers reached the top of the upward slope, their charge would be slowed by a maze of terraces and constructions. They would also find the walls to be much taller than expected. And the ground now sloped downwards. Rushing down to the fort, they would be fully exposed to enemy fire from above, and any man rushing the wall at the center would likely be putting himself in a crossfire. Lastly, the walls are made of coquina stone. A cannonball fired at those walls would be unlikely to shatter the wall or ricochet up and over. The coquina stone would compress and accept the cannonball as the cannonball pushed into it, doing very little damage of any kind. The Castillo de San Marcos, though brought under siege numerous times in its history, was never taken by force. There are many other very cool design features to this fort, but for now I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. That's cool, they're in the moat. How did they have such nice grass back then?
I'm sure this is all water
and alligators.
Yeah, probably. A moat of alligators.
Yeah, in Florida we actually could have a moat with alligators. It's so cliche.
But it would work.
Yep, and it's Florida.
Been in 7th grade maybe?
What do you mean that's not cool? You called me a pirate.
This big castle, and it's like, this is the center of it. It can be so much huger.
Yeah.
With so much walls.
I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter.
I hit the walls.
Yeah, let's go upstairs first. I made these very kind.
Yeah.
No railings, no wall.
That's right, it's big up here. The grass is actually green out here. That's what they call the hurt locker. This is the tidal toilet the guys would use. This colonial restroom had a twice daily natural flushing system. Incoming tides filled the pit with seawater, and outgoing tides flushed the waste out into the bay. Got plenty of guns pointed at the city. All right? Yeah.
go ahead.
These are cannonballs from the Pirate Museum. The one that looks like a dumbbell spun as it flew. The one above it is adjustable. It was good for shredding sails or tearing through masts. I assume the two with the holes were filled with gunpowder and would explode. Not all cannonballs exploded.
So there must be another fort somewhere. Fort Matanzas to protect St. Augustine's back door. And so it's on this, it's over here. This is where this fort is.
Okay.
So
It's down.
the southern,
I would say, yeah,
I'm all
definitely that way.
backwards.
Probably down there, I think. Because this has to be the ocean.
Oh yeah.
And south is home. I wonder if it's still there. This is another interesting feature of the Castillo de San Marcos. This is the little fort. That wooden walkway leads to the fort's most vulnerable spot, the front gate. That mini fort is there to protect it.
They have 3 lookout holes, one on each side.
Nice. Yeah. For a short person. Here's lookout hole number 1. Number 2. It's kind of cool looking. And it's pretty out there, even if it's hot. Number 3.
It's crazy that they built this that long ago.
Yeah.
And just
And
how
all.
crazy it is.
Yeah, like all the, and I think it's just interesting, like the know-how,
Yeah.
you know?
Yep.
Like if you want to scale these walls, okay. But if you scale those walls, you're surrounded on 3 sides.
Yeah.
Florida's got its own beauty. You just have to be open for it.
Yeah. People are kayaking down there.
Oh boy. We can go downstairs.
Okay.
The Pirate Museum is a fun and interesting stop. The Pirate Museum cuts through some of our comical nostalgia surrounding piracy. It was a fun place to visit, but it also brought to life the history of piracy as it was. Well, the video's almost over, but check out the cinematic treat at the end. St. Augustine is a great place to visit. There's enough here to enjoy many vacation stays. Just don't miss the rich history. I'm going to try to put out at least one more video on St. Augustine soon. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. Also, for other viewers, share in the comments a Florida adventure or just a weekend away that you would recommend. My recommendation would be a nighttime airboat ride in the Orlando area looking for alligators. That's a thing. Well, thank you so much for watching.